Who are you interested in playing here then?
Honestly, whatever you are wanting to do.
Well, let's go with whatever you would like at first. I've
Okay.
passed that baton off to you. Is there anyone you enjoy playing?
I really enjoy doing Radigan and Mim.
Do either one of those? Sure.
Let's go with Mim.
All right. And I will play. I don't know who I'll play. I'm gonna play. Let's go with, I think, Yzma. A couple purple ladies, or pinkish, I guess, ladies, old ladies anyway, who need to kill various animals. Well, I guess I'm the only one who needs to kill a variety. Or no, you're the only one who needs to kill a variety, right? Yeah. I only need to kill a llama. Perfect.
The llamas.
The llamas. Okay.
Oh, fun.
So I'll
I get
start.
the most difficult one.
Oh, perfect. Well, I think they're all fair. They're all the same, if I'm not mistaken.
They're all the same, but it's just more of the power if you had to.
Fair. But then we'll figure out who's going to go first, because I just moved forward like a lot of spaces off the rip and then going backwards. Perfect. Easy games. I'll explain my objective real fast, and then if you can, for yourself, explain how your objective works.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm Yzma. My goal is to defeat Cusco using Kronk. Kronk's a very strong ally that I have who is slightly weaker than Cusco. Cusco's going to be hiding inside of one of my 4 fate decks. Each fate deck can only be played to one location. Typically, when you fate someone, you'll reveal the top 2 cards of the fate deck and then just choose which one to play, discard the other. How it works specifically for Yzma is that you will look inside of one of these fate decks, choose one card to play, and play it to that location if applicable. Basically a hero. If not, you'll just discard it. And with that in mind, I think I'm just going to, since I do get to go first, I'll go straight to the jungle. I'll gain 3, and I'm just going to spend all of it to just play Kronk, discard 2 other cards, or 3 other cards. Because Kronk,
right off the bat.
Literally top card of my deck, I think. How does your objective work as you take your turn?
My objective is I have to defeat 7 of these transformations. They're all various different animals from her film. And that's pretty much all I have to do.
Yeah. You have corresponding transformations as well. You don't have a vanquish action on your board. Each of your transformation gives you vanquish actions. The transformations work like heroes/allies.
That is very correct. Well, first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the dueling ground, gain 1. I'm going to get rid of 2 cards, and I'm going to fate you first because I didn't like that Kronk.
I don't understand why you wouldn't like Kronk right there.
Yeah. Do you have your magical
I do not
card?
have a superiority for you. No. Superiority is a condition I have that allows him to choose which deck, that allows me to choose which deck he should look at.
Well, I think it's only fair that we bring out a child.
That makes sense.
So, that is my turn then.
All right, I'll go straight here. I'll gain 1. I'm going to play a fake funeral to gain nothing, and then I'll fate you.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll just have you discard your hand and draw 2 cards.
Fair enough.
I'll move Kronk right here. Each time I move him, I do place a power token on him, because that's part of how he works, because he's also not discarded when defeating a hero.
Very true. However, if Cusco is out, then he gets 2.
True. Well, by a certain card, not by that.
By a certain card, correct. I'm going to gain my 2, and I'll spend 1 to look at the top 2 of these. Put them back. Pretty much the same order as I got them.
Okay.
And I'll fate you again.
Do it.
I think the mother is applicable.
Makes sense.
That's my turn.
I will go to the jungle, and then I'll spend 1 to play Beauty. Actually, I'll go to Mudka's Meat Hut and play Beauty Sleep still. And that is it.
Okay. Well,
So for how
I'm going to go to
Sleep
my
works, just so you guys know,
cottage, I'm gonna
it's
gain my
the only
two,
action I can do on my turn.
and then I will play
Before I move my next turn, I get to move a hero to an adjacent
2
spot,
for battle
gain 2
level
power,
whips.
and
I
draw
get to
2
draw
cards. I get a
4
lot of stuff.
cards, and then I have to discard 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to move Goat Merman over here.
That tracks. I will, before I move, gain 2 power, draw 2 cards, move a hero to adjacent space. We'll move Chicha here. I will go to the palace. I will gain 2, spend 2 to play some Imperial Guards here to defeat Chaka.
I'm going to play as big as a house.
Do it. And then I will end my turn. So as big a house condition that Madam Mim has.
Well,
so
I'm going to go to the
if one
swamp.
player
I'm
gains 2 more
gain
power,
1.
they gain 2 power.
I'm going to spend 2, however, on Mr. Purple Dragon.
That's definitely a misses.
Mrs. Purple Dragon, you are correct. And then why not spend another 2 on the elephant and discard that.
Makes sense. We'll just have a fun little turn going over to Mudka's Meat Hut. I'll gain 1. We're going to go ahead and fate yourself.
That's totally fine.
We'll do Archimedes to draw a Merlin transformation, play at the same location as another, shuffle the other one back into the deck.
Ooh, very, very classic.
Then I shall spend 1 to play after them, which I'll just go ahead and reveal all cards inside of this deck. Peasant Cusco, that's pretty great. Tipo, and who else do I get? Bucky? Wow, that's just a lot of heroes there. I'm okay with the way that has worked. I'll discard finish the job, I think, at this time. And then I will end my turn and draw a card.
I think as you should. It's pretty
even
standard.
if I were to choose play superiority,
here,
I cannot
gain
choose this
1.
deck, the deck over here, because there's no deck left.
Discard.
Mm-hmm.
And discard, and I'm going to fate you.
Superiority, go ahead and stay over here for me.
This one?
Mhm.
Alright. Let's do Beware of the Group.
Mhm.
Choose this one. And this one. Whoops.
Okay.
And how about this? Yeah, let's go here. Make it even.
So I'm kind of liking the way that he's putting them both in different areas, because he doesn't know which one she's in now, but I could still.
That is your turn.
Okay, I will. I think I'm gonna go to the palace. I will defeat Tipo. I'll gain 2 and spend 2 to play Imperial Guards here. Go ahead and play as big of a house. And then I will end my turn and draw 2 cards.
Perfect.
So Right Hand Man is a card that I
Well,
have,
I'm gonna go
which will allow me
here,
to find
gain
discard
2,
power on him, and I'll be putting him back into my
Spend
hand.
2 on Rhinoceros. And
That'll
go
be pretty
ahead
useful in
and
a quick
defeat
second.
Crab.
Do it.
And then I get to put this out. Ah, perfect. And then, oops, I will move Purple Dragon over.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm going to retract that.
Okay.
I'm going to move Elephant Mim over and Walrus Mim to defeat that.
Makes sense.
And then I can do this. That is my turn.
I think I may have not been paying attention there, but oh well. I shall. Brilliant time going over to Mudka's Meat Hut. I shall gain 1 and spend it to play Smash It with a hammer. I'll just go ahead and smash this location. Well, that's fine. Okay, I just don't have any power, and honestly, I'm fine with this. I will discard Eavesdrop and after them, and then I'll fate ya.
Sounds fair.
I will just choose a random one of those 2, put it back in there. with Merlin, and that will end my turn. I'll draw 3 cards. So it does need to fate me here.
I'm gonna go
If
to
I
the
can wait a
woods over
second,
here. I'm
I
gonna
can use
gain my
ferocity
2.
to potentially
And
sneak out a win.
why not? Let's play the Wizard's Duel. I think I just defeated that one. Kind of sucks.
I think so. I think so.
All right. Well, I'll move purple over, and then let's go ahead and fate you.
Do it. Fate me.
Yeah, let's choose this one.
So if he gets a card that allows him to replay Kronk here, I'm not
Hate to
in the
do
greatest
it,
place.
but I'm gonna choose on the
Ooh,
run.
okay. He's not doing that. Ah, dang it. All right, so on the run, choose a hero in my realm. You're going to shuffle that hero and all the fate decks together.
I'll let you do it
Fair enough.
since you're more powerful at that.
And all of them are going to be 2 due to the fact there are only 8 cards left, so I'm going to do it like this unless you have issues.
Nope, that's perfectly fine.
Fine by me.
And that's my turn.
I will go here. I'll gain 2. I'm going to defeat a peasant. I'm going to spend 1 to play Smash It with a Hammer, and I will just smash this location. Honestly, fair enough. I'll smash
Fair.
it up, which will be... So when he would be discarded, instead everything gets shuffled. So we're going to do this. And actually, I'm going to take that extra one. We'll throw it over here. Deal it around
You
as
defeated the
evenly
peasant,
as
so I'm
possible.
going to do a sporting chance.
That is a sporting chance for you.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take back my rhino.
Makes sense?
All right, well, let's go over here, gain my 2, and why don't we play the rhino for 2? Move Crab over and defeat him.
Makes sense.
And
Ferocity's
that's all I can
great
do.
for me, but it's not the easiest to do against Mim. Okay. We will go to Mudka's Meat Hut. I'm going to spend 1 to play Smash It with a Hammer again. I'll smash this location this time. Fine by me.
It's a fair one.
I will discard a right-hand man, gain 1 power, and fate ya. We'll discard Purple Dragon Mim. And that will be my full turn. I'll draw 2 cards.
All right, I'm going to go to Swamp, gain 1. I'm going to spend 2
There's a good chance
on
I could
Mr.
potentially
Crocodile.
win on my
I'm going
turn.
to spend 1 on a
If
rattlesnake.
he's just there, I win.
And
We'll find out.
Why not? We'll get rid of these 2.
I'm going to go here and hope for the Hail Mary. I'm going to spend 1 to play after them to choose the jungle, Beware the Groove, and Pacha. Nope. Beware the Groove, just get shuffle back in. Actually, I'm going to shuffle those 2 cards just to mess with it. And then I'll gain back 2 power. I'll defeat Pacha. And end my turn.
Sounds good. Well, I'm going to go to the dueling ground. I will gain my 1. And let's get rid of Mr. Turtle, because he's not turtly enough.
That's very rude. I don't know if I've ever heard someone be called not turtly enough.
He's not a full turtle. He's just a transformation. I'm going to get rid of nothing, and I'll fate you.
Do it.
Sweet.
Alt-shift. If you're just trying.
Shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, darn.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, I found him for you.
Thank you. I'll go to Mudka's Meat Hut.
Oh, I forgot to flip him over.
I'll spend 1 power to play Beauty Sleep and end my turn. So again,
Perfect.
I win on my turn.
Well,
Probably.
why don't we go over here?
Ooh, not
to
quite.
Gain 2. And I
to be very
will
close.
spend 4 to defeat the caterpillar, which I get to turn this one over. And then I will move Rattlesnake Mim over, move Mouse Merlin over, defeat. And that'd be my turn.
All right, so I get to move a bunch of things over. I'm going to move Cusco over here. And then I will go over... Actually, I shouldn't move Cusco over there, should I? I'll move Chicha here. I'll then go to Pacha's house. I will gain 1. I'm going to move Kronk over. I will then play the Path That Rocks to gain 2 power by discarding the extra power that would have been on Kronk if I had just done that, but I didn't. Then I'll Fate you.
I knew what you meant.
I cannot play either of those right now because you have no transformations, and I cannot draw anything from an empty deck right now. And then that will be my full turn. I should have had 2 extra cards and 2 extra power from everything, and I'm going to do that. Doesn't mean it's going to matter, but I should have done that.
Nope, you're totally fine. I trust you. All right, well, I'm going to go to the woods. I'm going to gain my 2, and then I will...
Not doing horribly.
Spend 2 on the fox.
Okay.
And... I'll Fate you.
Do it.
Why don't we put some power on them?
Okay.
And that'd be my turn.
That do be your turn. I'm going to go here. I'll gain 1. I will discard 2 cards. Actually, 3 cards. And then I'll Fate you.
There.
I guess I can definitely do this. We'll just choose a random one of those. And that will end my turn. I'll draw 3 new cards.
Okay.
It's kind of solid right now.
Well, I'm going to go over here, gain 2, move all these people over so I can defeat them. Which then puts this one out. And then for my play a card, I will spend 4 to defeat Mr. Goat.
I'm going to trigger Ferocity and toss Bucky.
Seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my turn.
We're going to go over to Pacha's house. I will Fate you.
Okay.
We'll discard your hand.
Oh, man. I had a good hand, too.
I know, but I don't like it, though. I don't want the good hand. I like the bad hand. We're going to hope for the bad hands anyway. I'll play the Path That Rocks to gain the 2 power that's currently on Kronk, gain 1 more power for the location, and then place 1 power on Kronk as he moves. And then I'll end my turn.
Perfect.
So if he doesn't win here, I don't think he
Well,
can
I'm
stop
going
me.
to go over here. I'm going to gain 2. And then I'm going to spend 2 on Battle of Wits.
I think I'm not okay with that. I think I'm not okay with that. I was going to say that I was going to win, but I forgot I was
So
muted.
sorry, sir. Get rid of 1. Get rid of 2. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. Get rid of 3 and 4. But I am going to Fate you.
Superiority. Oh, I will superiority you. I'd love for you to choose a jungle.
Love for me to choose the jungle. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's going to be Beware of the Groove.
It is.
And I'm going to choose this one.
Yeah. And
I'll let you go ahead and do it since you're faster.
it doesn't. It's only going to be this card here, so that's fine. That's the only. There's no other Fate decks. It would just be there.
Okay, cool. That's it.
And then I'll go over here. I lose 2 power, but I'll spend 2 more to place some Imperial Guards here and use the Imperial Guards and Kronk to defeat Cusco and win that game.
So close, because you just defeated that. I would have pulled it out to defeat any transformation.
Yes, you were very close, but I did manage to squeak it out right there. That is the power of Yzma.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least the lighter purple ones.
Yeah, is it right? Like your Madame M's dress thing is the same shade as Yzma's like entire board.
Yeah, but my board is more blue.
Yeah, your
I
board
think
is definitely more blue.
Yeah, because of her hair.
Your mover's also very blue as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Kind of looks like a dark purple.
Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a dark purple. I'd say it's a pretty. It looks like a violet. I would say.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just showing it right now in the camera. In comparison, where's Yzma? Here you go, the original.
Oh yeah, in comparison, it's definitely different.
Oh yeah, look at those two. That's definitely a lot pinker in real life in comparison. Ooh, let's fix this. Oh.
And they both have like a little froofy frou on top.
Well, I think one of them has a little froofy frou. The other one has a very large
Yes.
froofy frou.
Very, very large difference.
Very large. No, actually, that was very close though. No, I'm glad. What was it? Bird Arthur saved me right there, because otherwise you were.
Bird Arthur very much did.
It's kind of just had to go for a Hail Mary. That's the scary part about Bird Arthur, because you don't know if it's going to be actually beneficial or not.
Because sometimes it has never been beneficial, and then next thing you know, oh, you drew the 2 cards that you needed.
No, that was actually great. And then also I got very lucky with Chrome. I think I discarded very early on. I got the finish the jobs, and I think I needed them like in 2 turns after I got them. It was very unfortunate. I never even saw the dagger, which I think was the very last card. Yep, in my deck. Whereas Kronk was the top card because he was on the far left, and so in TTS it always draws from left to right. And Kronk being the top card actually meant that he was in the far left of my hand, in which he was. That was very good. Do you think that Mim is incredibly strong?
I think she can be. I think her motions are just very repetitive, whereas most of the other villains have a different, sporadic. But I think because of her consistency, that's what makes her dangerous sometimes, is because it's doing the same thing over and over again, and you can't really predict which cards are going to come out, as for most villains anyway.
That makes sense. Yeah, you have to be a lot more careful with her in comparison to Yzma, who I don't think I ever deal. You don't really deal with the same plays typically game after game. Everything changes up a lot.
Yeah, like there hasn't been a same game for any villain I've ever played except for Mim, where hers is the 7 transformations, and it's like, oh, I can, I feel like this card's coming out, and usually does. Whereas with Yzma, I'm like, oh, you got Kronk off first pitch, great. Now I gotta figure something out because you can't discard them.
Yeah, I'd say the only other villains who I think I get pretty consistent games with in just terms of like what happens inside of them are, honestly, I want to say Horn King and Queen of Hearts, the King and Queen. I think those are the only other 2 that I really feel like I get consistent styles of games, because otherwise I think it can vary a lot more so in comparison.
Lately, as of late, I've gotten Lotso. Lotso has been more consistent.
That's surprising. I've never had any consistency with Lotso.
I think it's just from like the play style of who I play with. I think that's probably why. But...
fair. No, that could definitely occur as well. But yeah, definitely between these 2, Yzma's all about like craziness. Mim is very much a very continuous flow, the same flow that's gonna keep ebbing and flowing and ebbing and flowing and ebbing and flowing and ebbing and flowing. Which isn't a bad thing. It's the consistency, which is it's just.
And
something.
She's one of the only villains that doesn't have a fate lock.
True, she is the only. I think she's the only one.
I think in Disney, she's the only one. Yeah, in Disney, because Star Wars, that's different.
How's it different?
I think that's,
which one is it different than Star Wars?
Moff Gideon's the only one that's isn't fate locked.
No, he's definitely fate locked because he only has one fate action.
Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know, because I don't think any of the Star Wars ones, other than just have the fate actions like that.
I don't know. Maybe it's too early in the morning for my brain to be working.
My brain never works. I wouldn't sweat it too much.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a redhead, so my brain just doesn't work.
I don't know I didn't know that's how it works. I have brighter hair. It's still pretty brown though. But
well, redheads have no soul, so generally they don't have a brain either.
Oh wow, I didn't know that's how it works. I thought you had one or the other. I thought it was like a.
It's both.
It's both. Okay, of course.